I've always believed this, but my 29-year-old niece taught me this firsthand recently. She had suffered from migraine headaches since before her 10-year-old son was born. And finally, she demanded an MRI, which revealed that she had an aneurysm on her brain, requiring immediate surgery. That diagnosis didn't change her health at all, but it changed her perspective, and it changed her life forever. So suddenly, she was scheduled for brain surgery the week before Christmas. And she spent the holidays in ICU. And I spent 2 weeks driving round trip 2 hours every day to take turns, spending short periods of time with her. And every time I felt sorry for myself, I thought about her, laying in the hospital with her skull secured by staples from her ear to the top of her head. It was surreal for all of us. And every time she seemed to be getting better, her condition would deteriorate, sending us all into an emotional tailspin. But through it all, she kept the most amazing, positive perspective. She would say to us, "It's all good. Everything's going to be fine." And even when she went through a procedure that dumped drugs directly into her brain, resulted in her lungs filling with fluid to the point that she couldn't even breathe, she was encouraging us. I couldn't bear to look at her gasping for breath through the oxygen mask on her face. I had to remove myself from the room to keep from compounding the terror that I saw in her eyes. Yet through it all, she kept a powerful, positive perspective. She kept the faith and believed in the most positive potential outcome. We believed it too, and 2 weeks later, it occurred. She checked out of the hospital and into her home where the holidays were still on hold just for her. My family celebrated Christmas together a week late, but nobody seemed to mind. It was a particularly poignant celebration, realizing that we could have been doing it one family member short. But we didn't. We took that opportunity to realize the fragility of life and the importance of living in every moment, because we don't know how many of those moments we're actually going to have. The power of positive thinking is certainly nothing new. Norman Vincent Peale wrote the landmark bestseller by the same title long before most of us were even born. And Zig Ziglar has made millions as an icon in the industry of motivational speaking. And even more recently, Martin Seligson has founded the Department of Positive Psychology at the University of Pennsylvania and coined the concept of authentic happiness, reminding and reinforcing again the responsibility that we have for our own happiness. And did you know that you can even earn a master's degree in positive psychology? I was so excited. I looked into that, and I learned that it's only $42,000 a year. Yeah, it worked, because I'm positive I won't be enrolling right away. Yeah. But the principles of positive psychology, the power of a positive attitude, it's available, abundant, and free for all who choose to embrace it. A positive attitude is the single most influential factor determining success for all people in all arenas. It's one of the few things that's completely in our control. So why don't more people choose a positive attitude? It takes work. It takes conscious effort, because our brains are designed for survival. And we have to retrain our brain to notice what's going right and to see the silver lining. Thomas Edison was great at this. He failed over 10,000 times in his attempt to discover the filament for the light bulb. And when people asked him why he didn't get more discouraged, he said, "I haven't failed. Each of those trials has taken me closer to knowing what doesn't work, which is going to help me figure out what does. And the rest is history. Now, my favorite personal example is my friend Melissa. She gave birth to her son Jason when we were seniors in high school, making her the obvious contender for the award for the oldest child at our 10-year reunion. Well, she was less than enthusiastic about that honor among her peers, but she did excitedly go home and tell Jason that he had won an award at the reunion for having the youngest mother. A wise woman indeed, and a wise choice as well. We have a choice every day regarding the attitude that we choose for that day. Our attitudes create our perceptions, and perception becomes reality. It was wise old Abe who also said, most people are about as happy as they make up their minds to be. And so it is with you. So may you make up your mind to be happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise today and every day. Happy New Day!